Tim's on my feet, stomping out the negativity. Everybody not a friend of me, spread the love, still I move deliberately. Bully face on, but the smile be heavenly. Brooklyn girls, so they love the energy, love sincerity. So I take the liberty to take them on a journey lyrically through hallways and alleys.
Hey, my love, what's good, baby girl?
I am so glad that we are now on public access.
Did a little public access dance. Yes, congratulations to you.
Congratulations to you as well.
All right now. So we are here. We are grateful to you all. Today's show, the topic of today's show. Okay. Right. Right. White women issues versus Black women issues. Are they different? One of the interesting things about our relationship is that we're Black and white, you know. And that was one of the things that brought us together was, we were trying to figure out, like, in this next chapter of our lives, we are in this revelation. We're in this, this new age of thinking stage, and I know when I first came into television, I thought that, I was doing this for the Black cause, for the women, for the issues of women of color. And then I started to learn as I was having more and more conversations that I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? That the issues that I had as a woman in my 20s were the same as a woman in her 20s that was white women, or Asian women or Bangladesh women. Like, we were all kind of going through the same ups and downs. Did you find that to be, something that was different for you? Like, when I brought this topic to you, what did you think?
I think that, the relationship that you and I have been able to cultivate over the past year has really opened my eyes to so much. And I am so very grateful for you for allowing that to happen, Kitty. I feel so honored to be a part of your next chapter and you being able to be open with me about your feelings and your experiences, and me being able to feel open about my experiences, and there being no judgment, and both of us learning along the way. And I think that is one of the great things about what we're doing here, is that we are having these conversations so that other people can be more open to what the other women in society are experiencing, because you and I are going through a second chapter of our lives, with me being divorced and moving to Puerto Rico, a different country, and then you being an empty nester, and we're both going through like perimenopause stuff and all this beautiful stuff that we're supposed to be afraid of, but we're exploring it together in front of the whole world, which I think has been amazing. But, just over the past year, just realizing my struggles are a lot of the same as your struggles, and that your struggles are also different from my struggles too. And it doesn't make it any worse or any better. And I think it's this magic that we've been able to create together.
So let's debunk some of these myths or stereotypes that make us different. So I've heard that we are less tolerant, Black women are less tolerant of men or people than white women. White women are a lot more patient and a lot more dainty, when it comes
where did the Karen come from? If that's the case.
I don't know. I think you're a pretty feisty white girl, but
I think you're pretty feisty.
But we get the stereotype of being aggressive or being, too much. You know what I'm saying? I rarely hear that white women are aggressive or white women are too much. I hear that white women are more submissive than Black women, and that Black women, we talk too much. You know what I'm saying? We got too much attitude, and, I don't know, you grew up with your mother, you grew up, I'm assuming, a bunch of other Caucasian
white people. Yep. We had
So,
2 Black boys in my school, and we knew all their names, and it's like, yes, very white.
so do you, would you say that the women that you grew up with were submissive?
No, no, especially with my mom being a single mother. I mean, I would not put her as submissive at all. I mean, she had these eyes that would kill if she looked at you that way. And shout out to my mom. I know she'll be watching this.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. What's good? We just became friends, Facebook friends.
oh, Lord.
Yes, shout out.
So I would say, well, let me ask you a question. Would you say that this stereotype is a stereotype that you heard amongst Black women, or have you heard this amongst Black and white women?
See, this is the thing. I don't hear the stereotypes against the women. I hear the
Mm,
stereotypes that men put on us. And then I
mhm.
think we discuss them in conversation, or
Yeah.
and we become prone to them. And then we've kind of maybe taken them on when they
Mhm.
weren't really our stereotypes or images of ourselves. It
Yeah.
was kind of what was been told to us so much. That's why certain words are triggers for us, like
Mhm.
even when it comes to, the way we even view white women, you know what I'm saying? I think that that's a part of also the matrix, the disconnect, the purposely disconnecting people from each other. Let's feed information that's misconceptions of what it
Mhm.
is, so that it keeps us, separate. It keeps us thinking that we actually are different, because I when it comes to um the men dating women, we have an issue with it. But why do we have an issue with it? I think we have an issue with it because we've been kind of like told that he wanted something better than us, so
Mm.
we feel rejected. But
Mhm.
I got a video. I'm kind of liking these inserts to other people's thoughts, because again, they're just other people's thoughts. We're not co-signing and even agreeing with these people, but it gives us another way of looking at something that we can kind of engage with our audience. You know what I'm saying? So we had the timer that it was 3 minutes, but they can roll it. I love live television, because this is the quirks that happen. But everyone knows that we have not been back in the studio in 2.5 years, so we are gonna have quirks, but not a lot. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to the video and share your thoughts about what we getting ready to see.
Now here's the thing, I did not know the video. And then when you say Karen,
So have you been called the Karen?
well, does anybody get called Karen to their face?
Oh,
Right?
I do. Wait.
You know?
Okay, so there's a lot to dissect in this.
So much.
Okay.
Like that clip was unbelievable.
Okay.
I'm a Black
And
woman first,
right.
and then women getting shot by police. Tingles, laughter, tingles. Great clip. Nice job, Kitty.
And normally, we did open the show with explicit content. I was so much trying to find a video that didn't have the N word in it, because I really had the explicit content, because I got a potty mouth. But we 10 minutes in the show here, and I haven't cursed yet, so I'm quite impressed with myself. But anyway, okay, so let's
Or talk about fucking. I mean, that's
right.
the other.
So I want to say, unfortunately, we do believe, or I, as a Black woman, do believe that we have this depiction that white women are trophy wives. You know what I'm saying? Or, like when she kicked the Riesling, I was like, I'm making jobs and shit. I was like, yes, because a part of me, I'm a workaholic. You know that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I don't mind getting my own, but a part of me does feel like, well, I would like to have that caviar lifestyle. And when I think of it, as much as successful Black women as they are, my image is still of a white woman.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Because we haven't been shown much else, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's, we learn by what we see and how we're represented and on TV and social media. And how often do you see a Black woman as a trophy wife? I don't know if I have.
And then when you do see her, and I'm not even saying that you don't see this with the white women, because you do. But it seems like when you do see the trophy Black woman, she's not a natural looking woman. She looks like a fucking doll. You know what I'm saying? She's fucking makeup down, hair down. You know what I'm saying? Contacts, lashes, nails. Like, she doesn't even look real. So then what are we saying to ourselves? You know what I'm saying? Are we trying to get this look that's not ours? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not opposed to weaves. Weaves and wigs go back to Egyptian, African, like that's a cultural thing. I'm not opposed to makeup because makeup shows identity, shows cultural. Like, I'm not opposed to any of that. But are we as Black women trying to emulate someone other than ourselves with all of that stuff? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we have these stereotypes that's in front of us. We have these images that's in front of us, but are they also damaging to white women? Do white women, because the images that you guys did see, blonde, big titties.
I don't know what you're talking about, Katie.
Blonde.
But again, that's what I grew up believing, right? Barbie on big boobs, tiny waist, you know, big ass. That's what I grew up looking at too.
And was that a commodity? Was you taught that was your asset?
Girl, this is dye blind.
So, okay. Yeah.
Right. And then, you know, the trophy wife for us looks like a doll, right? We have this appearance of having to look like a doll, this special way of looking. So yeah, I think society really tells women and men what roles we're supposed to fill. You know, really, no matter what the shade of our skin is, it's like society keeps on telling us what we're supposed to do. And so our next video, what's this one going to be touching on?
I'm surprising you once again because we were supposed to do our homework together and we didn't. So I wanted to get your reaction when you see it. This one is not as long. It's only a minute, but I still think the point is very, you know, right at you type of thing. So, you know, it's coming on in a minute. I thought we would have got like a 10-second warning, but it's all good. It's all good. You know, I like this layering. So I like, again, you know, this is just the opinions of others. You know, this is our opinion as well as professionals, you know, in our years of doing this business of healing. So, you know, just take it all with a grain of salt, you know, and take it all and see how you can digest this to fit what your thinking is, because that's the point of it all, trying to change our thinking. Let's go.
If anybody's supposed to think that you're beautiful, that you're attractive, it's supposed to be Black men.
Oh, well, I hear white girls are really good on their knees.
So he was kinky, and I'm also kinky. Have you ever been angry at or jealous of a white woman for dating a Black man?
I wouldn't say angry at, you know, I'd probably say I was more angry at a Black man, not the white woman. And the only reason for me is that whenever the topic has come up, it's been a Black man. It's like, I'm dating a white girl because Black women are this, and this. And so it's like white women are the antithesis of Black women. That's where I want to be. You know, you do too much of this, you do too much of that. And I mean, like, literally, like, Black girls are on the side. Like, I just heard that, like, 2 weeks ago.
What?
Yeah, like,
What does that even mean?
Wait, yeah. What does that mean?
A fool.
Right,
Foolish.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
God,
like, how can you say that with a straight face and to a Black woman, you know, at the same time? So for me, yeah.
With a Black mother.
Exactly. So that is when I get angry. And so a lot of times I would assume that interracial relationships are based on that. Like, you're not, I don't want to say not man enough, but like you're looking for someone who's easy and who's going to bend over to whatever needs you have or that sort of thing. And even like in high school, some of the white girlfriends that I had were like, I like to date Black guys because they have so much drama. And you know, it was just, I know, it was just like craziness. So, you know, that's,
Tyrell.
right, that's on that filter.
Black girls are not in style.
Wow. Wow. This is so interesting. So, Kitty, let me ask you,
Yes.
do you get upset if a white woman is dating a black man?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Tell me why. Because I enjoy dating non-white men.
And because you're in Puerto Rico with that big ass, you're you're ethnic, right? They think you're like, oh my God, who's this? You're exotic and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I already feel like you have it all. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, you know, we as Black women feel like we are the bottom of the totem pole, you know, and now we're not even. Black trans women are at the bottom of the totem pole. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if we're already competing with society, and then when it comes to women, we're competing with white women because they are white women, you know, then it seems that we're also now competing when it comes to dating, because the excuses that Black men give is that they're dating these white women because they're more submissive and not as talky or talk back as Black women. So
and
that's
according to the video, good on their knees.
and that's a stereotype we hear a lot too. I swear to you. Yes. Now, I'm not saying that Black women don't give head. You know what I'm saying? Because we do. But I'm gonna tell you, we act like we don't. We act like, oh my God, we don't do that. That's a white girl thing.
Oh, see, I
White
didn't
girls
know
even give
that.
head? Yes, honey. Yes.
Wow, learning so much.
Yes, honey. Like, we think that white girls like all that perverted shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a dude coming in your face and shit like that. I mean, I don't know.
Well, that's what porn teaches us. I mean, again, we learn from what we see.
But if you look at porn, Black girls has got cum on their face too. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I think, you know, our wrap up, you know, I think when we come together trying to figure out exactly, you know, what it means to debunk these stereotypes, is that we have realized just in our own relationship, you know, you're a 40-year-old white woman. I'm a 48-year-old Black woman, you know, and we're both, I went through a divorce. I up and left. You know what I'm saying? You went through a divorce, you up and left. You know what I'm saying? The circumstances were different. The relationship now is different. However, it still was a huge step after having such a long commitment to someone. So that's a commonality we share. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we can relate to together as women. We're both going through premenopause, so we're having the same issues of the unknown, not understanding what's happening to our bodies, being disgusted with what's happening to our bodies.
Nobody ever telling us what's going to happen to our bodies.
You know, we're both dating. You know what I mean? And we're both going through the different phases of dating, you know, dating outside of our race, dating different age groups, dating, like I said, you being in Puerto Rico, I don't know how many white people you're actually even around, you know? So are you even a competition? Do those Spanish women look at you like, gringo, what you doing here?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, there's a whole different dynamic going on here for the white women that are moving down here. Just gringos go home type of movement that's coming. So that's like a whole nother layer that's added onto it. So I'm sure the thought of me dating Puerto Rican men, it doesn't sit well. You know, I'm pretty sure of that. But, you know, I will date Puerto Rican men, Black men, Indian women, men. I will date women too. I don't care. I'm not discriminating against who I will date.
On that note, let's take a moment to go to our PSAs.
Black Girls Rock. Reading is power, and that power is ours. Join the Black Girls Rock Book Club, empowered by Microsoft.
Omo Sade Skincare takes pride in using natural, nurturing skincare products to make New Yorkers glow and love their skin. For the past 30 years, we have tailor-made skincare regimens for people and their unique skin type. Now everyone can enjoy this service for free. All skin types, all ages. Your skin, your match. Simply go to SadeSkincare.com and sign up now for your free consultation.
If you're using sex toys with your partner, you can also use condoms on those sex toys. Just make sure that you put a new condom on in between use, and always, always, always clean your sex toys with warm soap and water after use. For more information on STIs and practicing safer sex, go to PlannedParenthood.org.
See, I don't know you at all, but I'm bout it if you bout it. Don't act like you are doing a favor, but honestly I swear you're my savior, girl. And I don't know if I'll see you later, so I'm bout it if you bout it.
Everything we do is about community empowerment, building, learning, growing, and becoming self-sufficient. Tech believes that financial freedom and education are the civil rights movement of our time.
Friendship, that's the true magic. Liza, I just love how ponies are better together.
Me too. You know, same thing with Girl Scouts, Kamiko. Every day they make each other shine a little brighter.
So join Girl Scouts
and be a part of the friendship and magic.
Thank you.
Next, we need to talk about sex toys.
I knew you was going to say that. Do you wash yours in between? Yes.
Oh, yeah, I do. And I use Mother's Soap and Water. I've got a special spray.
Yes. So we want to thank our underwriters once again for supporting the next chapter. You know, this is a community effort, you know, so as we share information about the next chapter of our lives, we want to share information to the companies out there and the organizations out there that support community, like Black Girls Rock and like Planned Parenthood and like my makeup, Sade Cosmetics. But yeah, I knew you was going to say that about the sex toys. I was waiting for you, girl.
Because that's what girls are pervs.
So are you ever offended by the stereotypes that you hear about when it comes to white women?
No, me, I have like a sense of humor too. Like, you know, I feel like, yeah, they're probably based out of something, right? I mean, stereotypes tend to be based out of something. And like, you know, there's a reason why this is coming from like white girls are good on their knees or whatever. It's because the stereotypes are just kind of reinforced. And it's like, I can kind of roll with it and be like, you know what? I'm sure other races are good on their knees too. So it's not just white women. And I do not represent all white women because there are white women who are not good on their knees.
And there are some Black women who are not good on their knees and perfect on their knees. So, hey, oh my God, that was the ending to our first pilot show of the next chapter. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a good time. Me and Melissa had a good time. This is the part of the show that you will come to realize that we don't like. We'd like you to like, follow, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will have that information at the end of the credits. But yeah, follow us, like us, and share your thoughts. We want to know what your thoughts. So you know what I'm saying? If you guys have valid information that you can share, or opinions that you can share, or companies and organizations that can gear us to having this conversation, share it with us. We are here to have a community conversation. So once again, this is your host, Minister Kat
and Melissa D.
And we are the next chapter where we discuss shades of gray. Till next week, guys.
Bye.
Legendary ciphers get the MCs in the jobs. The city never sleeps. slept from 1 to 5 when COVID hit the block and we had to stay inside. Tough love is all I know, so be gentle with my soul. Learn to navigate winters with no coat. If you never been cold, you never been broke. Hustle 24/7 just to stay afloat. So New York, like dollar pizza in that cold world shit. That real life grit from the heart of the city is as hard as it gets. This that New York shit. That real life grit from the heart of the city is as hard as it gets. This that New York shit. That real life grit from the heart of the city is as hard as